Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. So today was a pretty bad day, and so was yesterday. Yesterday was my... Alright, I am making this third cut now. I don't know where I'm gonna put this into the video, but I don't know. I've been having a really hard time making this one because it's my first really bad mistake since November. It's been like a month and a half, and today I changed my plan so that this will never happen again. Let me make it bigger so it's easier for you to see on YouTube. I went short after this huge gap. Right? Like, it's a huge gap here. Huge gap. And I tried to go short, and it didn't close. All that happened was it consolidated. The 9-minute or the 9 EMA and 21 EMA caught up, and then it made a measured move up. Okay? I'm not allowed to go for gap closes anymore unless it's bearish I'm only allowed to go with gap closes in the direction of the 1 hour EMAs. So, for example, right here, the 1 hour EMAs are bearish. It gaps up. I'm allowed to go for the gap close because the 1 hour EMAs are bearish. Today, though, the EMAs are bullish and it gapped up. So I'm not allowed to go for the gap close. Okay? I'm not allowed to go for the gap close. It's not allowed. It would have saved me from losing twice on MES here, where I basically just traded inside a range. Okay, I should not have traded in here. Okay, after bar 4, it should have told me we're not going down. It's going to range and chop. The gap close play is over. It didn't stop me from trying again. And on MNQ, which is where I really lost bad, 4 contracts, trying to scale in. It really did not go my way at all. I thought it pushed down super hard. It was going to consolidate and make a second measured move down to try and close this gap. But the reality is we're looking pretty bullish on the hourly. And the hourly chart, that is like what influences this smaller chart more, okay? And that's where I need to take my cues from. So check out my plan. I updated my plan. The gap close play, I captured what I just told you guys here. I'm only allowed to go look for gap and goes. And I'm only allowed to target the gap close if the higher time frame 1 hour EMAs are supporting at open. If I would have had the rules today that I have now, I would never have been allowed to go for the close. I would have waited for the EMAs to catch up, and I would have tried to get long here. Probably. Or I just wouldn't have traded. My RTY trade yesterday that I messed up on. This is another good lesson. Guys, before I say go into the RTY trade, I was profitable for a month and a half. I was up $1,000. And in 2 days, this is what I did. Let me show my chart. Lost 285 yesterday, my worst day since early December. Today I did double that. 3 trades, pissed it all away. Why did I piss it all away? Because yesterday I lost because I didn't follow my plan. Today I lost because the plan was shit. It wasn't accurate enough, okay? The thing that got me to having this month and a half of profitability was that I realized I only need one setup to make money. I don't need to try and do a bunch of stuff and capture every move. Yesterday, I tried to capture every move. I shouldn't have traded. My plan says if you're on an inside day, you're only allowed to trade with the hourly EMAs. The hourly EMAs, the 9 is above the 21. They're bullish, all right? But I got short inside the prior day range. Never should have been allowed, but I did it. And then I scaled in, and then all those orders got hit, and then I got stopped out, and that's how I lost 280. And I never should have taken that trade because I'm not supposed to mess around on the prior day range when I'm inside the prior day range. The market doesn't move well, and I've lost a lot of money doing that. It just doesn't work. I can't trade the inside day range. And if I do, because there are certain times I'm allowed to, it has to be in the direction where both the 5-minute EMA and the 1 hour EMA are both aligned in the same direction. And it has to be like in the right third. So like say it was down here, the price was down here, all right, down here. And it was had the EMAs, the 5-minute EMAs were bullish, meaning the 9 was above the 21, and obviously the hourly EMAs are bullish. I could go long down here because we're in a range. We're at the bottom edge of the range. The market on the higher time frames is bullish based on the hourly chart. And so it makes sense that there would be buyers here to take the price back up to the top of the range. I wouldn't be allowed to short the top of the range up here because we're in a bull market on the hourly. And the top of the range is less likely to hold. So yesterday, it was just dumb. I shouldn't have gone inside. Today, and my plan is updated to reflect that. Here's my plan. Go ahead. I think maybe I said this in the other take, but go ahead, copy it, read it, whatever. Maybe you'll find something useful to you. But I'm no longer allowed to go for gap close trades. And on inside days, I have a bunch of stuff here telling me to avoid. I want to capture the big ATR move. That's it. I want to capture the big ATR move. One, often happens in the first 90 minutes. And I have to avoid BS. And the only way I'm ever going to be successful as a trader is if I follow this plan and avoid the BS. Don't mess around on inside days. Don't randomly try for gap closes unless it's supported by the 1 hour EMAs. That's how it has to be. So that'll do it. I'm going to end this video here. Solemn end to the week. It is depressing, but this is how you learn. Experience is the best teacher, and I'm holding myself accountable. I'm making my reviews, and I can promise you that I am going to take this plan very seriously. I'm not going to mess around on inside days. I'm going to not try for gap closes, but instead try for gap and goes. And if it gaps up really high like it did today, there's a big gap, but the EMAs are saying, oh, it's supposed to go in the direction of the gap, then I'll just pause and wait, and I'll wait for the EMAs to catch up. And when we get a hammer bar after the EMAs have caught up, like bar number 12, I'm going to go long, okay? Especially on the MES. Okay, bar 12 on the MES, you would have to risk 10 points. That's a lot. But on this bar, you would have had to risk less. And let's just go bar by bar real quick. Let's end the video going bar by bar. Okay, it's consolidating near the top. You can put in a buy order above. Oh, it doesn't get filled. All right, there's a hammer. That's looking bullish. Let's enter with a little contract there. 1 MES, 2 MES contracts. Let's enter. Oh, nice. Okay, it broke our way. It got filled. Okay, and that's a consolidation bar. Let's enter long on that. Okay, it's breaking out to the top of the range. That's great. All right, let's enter here again. Okay, it got filled. It consolidates. Okay, it goes below, but this is where the stop is. Oh, it pushes up. Oh, it pushes up again. Oh, it consolidates. It consolidates. It consolidates, hammer up. Another consolidation. Boom. All right, there we get our big bar up. By this point, we're up 16 points. I'm selling here. And it breaks even higher. And then it starts consolidating, and it doesn't really do too much. But hey, you could have entered here, I guess, on bar 31. You could have started looking for longs here after this pullback. oh, look it goes back and retests the highs, and from there you could have made 6 points. And then it just kind of ranges the rest of the day and doesn't do too much, and it actually starts to decline. But my point is, we want to trade with the hourly EMAs. We want to capture the big move. We don't want to randomly try for gap closes based on vibes. And these shorts, these weren't based on a plan. This was based off vibes. This short, it kind of was based on a plan because I had it included in my plan, but it was the one weak point of my plan that allowed for variability. It didn't allow me to be mechanical and follow a process and be disciplined. It allowed for me to make dumb mistakes. And that's exactly what I did. Like, now I realize it. Losses are the best teacher. And now I know. So next time, I'll avoid this. And I'll also avoid the RTY trade from yesterday. I will do well. I know I will do well. I just have to follow my plan. It's that simple. And that's very hard. Simple does not mean easy. It's easy to explain and sit here and say it. But if I could do it very well, I would be financially independent. And I'm not yet, but I want to be. That's my goal. That's my goal ever since I started trading, is to be financially independent, not have to rely on someone else, like a job or a company, to pay my bills, especially a company that can lay you off, as I've been laid off before, or company can move locations and go out of business and say, hey, if you don't come with us, you're fired. It's like, that's why I want to be. I want financial security, basically. I feel like most people want that, like, get into trading. I don't care about materialistic stuff. I don't want a Lambo. I don't want designer stuff. I just want to be able to pay my bills and be comfortable in life, and help and support people I love and friends and people I care about. That's what I want. And in order to do that, I need a plan. And I have my plan now. And since my mess up yesterday and this bad loss today, I realized my plan wasn't perfect, and I revised it. And I think it's a much, much better plan now. And I'm really happy with it. So, I'm going to end the video there. I think that's a good spot to end it. I appreciate you watching, and let's see. I had a great month and a half, and this is a big setback, but I think this is going to be a really good lesson in the long term, and this just hammers in everything that got me to be profitable in the first place. It's like a big reminder, and I'm very hopeful. So I'll end it here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Peace.